Hey YouTubers, it's Retro Smurf 35 here again. Got a new pickup video for y'all. Went out, in my last video I did some of the play and trade. Well, this time I'm doing some pickups I had at my local Goodwill stores around here. A few different systems I picked up for this one. I'll start with some of the not so great pickups, and we'll work into some of the better. I did this all over 1 week, so it's a few different stores, I think 2 or 3 different Goodwills. I picked all these up at around here, and overall I think it was a pretty good week. Pretty happy to show you guys what I got here. First of all, picked up a guitar, decent. I checked everything out. They had 2 or 3 of these sitting there. Some of them the rocker bar didn't work on. This one was real nice though. It had a $4.99. But it was the special of the week, or the color of the week was green. So it was 30% off at that store, which is pretty cool. So I think I got that for like $3.50. That's for the PS2. And hey, you know what? Without I picked that up at 1, and then I went to another place, and I remember them seeing that they had some Guitar Hero games. So I picked a couple up, 2 of the higher value games. These were each $4 each. Guitar Hero Smash Hits and Guitar Hero Metallica. Let's see, what else did I pick up? That was all I did for PS2 this week. It's not my favorite system. It was a system I had before when I was growing up, and I really liked it at the time, but it's kind of nothing too special. Some good RPGs, but most of all, it's not my favorite. I did pick up some PlayStation stuff, which is pretty cool. I actually was at a Goodwill a little bit away from here, and down here I have such a hard time finding good stuff at the Goodwill. I don't know, it's just not like other Goodwills I've been to. It's a lot of clothes, not much extra stuff, but I finally came across a system, which was pretty cool. Not the greatest deal, but it was also on the special sale. So I walked to the back, and they had a original PS1, PlayStation 1. It had just the cords and the power cable, and it was all wrapped up, but a lot of times when I see systems, they usually have a game in them. So, I untaped a little bit, they taped stuff down, and I'll open it up here. There was actually a copy of Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six inside. Perfect, if you guys can see on here. Not a scratch at all, so that's pretty cool. And the best part about having a game in there was I went over to where the TVs were at and quickly plugged it in and saw if it worked, because they don't do any returns at my Goodwills. So it was pretty cool to get that. And actually, so it was marked at $10, and with the 30% off it was $7. So I don't have this one, I only have the PS1 system over here. So it was good to get the original one here. I don't have a regular grade controller for it yet, just the white ones. But I'll pick them up somewhere. If not, it's cool to have. I like to have every variation of the system, so that's cool. Oh, I also picked up a cool game when I was there, Snowcross. Probably nothing too special, but it actually looks like a cool little snowmobile racing game. Disc also is in good condition on that one as well. And that's complete, so. A little scratch, broken case. They always seem to be broken, I don't get it. But it's not really a game I want to switch out, so that's good. Actually, next I'm going to go, I hit up the play and trade that I had hit up before, in between. And I actually hit 2 of the different ones. It's kind of a chain around here. But I hit 2 different ones around here. I found a few games that I was happy to find. So, Star Wars Rogue Squadron for $2 for the N64. Now this game I remember playing as a kid, and I loved it. I don't know why. It was just a cool flying game, and I loved going around, and you know, yeah, it was just good. Also picked up Little Nemo's Dream Master for NES for $3. It's in perfect condition, so that's why I was willing to pay the $3 on it. I'm not totally sure about the game. I have another copy of it. I've thrown it in before, but never really played it yet. Here's a game I picked up. You know, it's worth some money. It was in crummy condition, but I just haven't played it. And I didn't have it, so I just want to add to the collection. I'll probably try to replace it later on, but it was 50 cents only. And it's the Little League baseball. So, and I could probably get that to go down. Take these stickers off and everything, clean it all up. And lastly, I picked up on those, actually, a pretty cool game. But of course, it's got all this Blockbuster crap all over the back. I hate that. It's a pain in the butt. But the front looks good. It's Incredible Crash Test Dummies for $2. Never played it. I do remember the Incredible Crash Test Dummies as a kid, but never played this game, so I'm excited to throw that one in. Let's see. I ran to a new Goodwill I hadn't been to, and actually found a few games that were pretty decent, and one that I got my hopes up for a second. But first, I walked over to where it was actually in the toy section, and just happened to look up and see this. I actually don't have this system. I'm not sure why. I just never did. But I picked it up, a GameCube controller, and an actual Nintendo RCA, and it looks like they've never even been used. It's still got like original, and looks like it's, yeah, these all look real clean, and everything's real nice. All these joysticks are real nice on this. So I picked it up. It was $5. You know, I can always use extra cables, so even if I don't use this. And I want to get a GameCube eventually, so. I also went over and looked at the games there. I picked up 2 GameCube games. Like I said, I don't have a system, but I picked up Star Wars Rogue Leader. So that kind of goes along with my Rogue Squadron, which I loved as a kid. So if I ever get one, this will be cool. It was actually only $2 complete. So this one's a little bit scratched, but I think it should work. If not, I could try to look at resurfacing. Also, so this is the big one. I was looking through, and I saw this and just grabbed it really fast and couldn't believe what I had found. And for the price, it was Mario Party 4 for $3. Now, I didn't own the GameCube, but I played it with friends, so I just love Mario parties, and I like them on the older systems. But I was excited. I knew they were worth money, so I thought it was awesome to pick it up. And, of course, all the games I look at, it's always the good ones that don't have the real game. So I opened it up. I could tell it was light, so I knew there was no manual. But opened it up, and there was Spyro inside. Spyro Enter the Dragon. Fly, I guess it is. But the disc is perfect. And, you know, I like the Spyro games from the PS2. Or the PS1. So, I picked it up anyways. Plus the case, you know. It's nice to at least think I had a Mario Party, but, you know, hopefully I can get a real one later. Lastly, guys, I got 2 pickups at a different Goodwill that I'd never been to. Alright, everyone, sorry, my camera cut out there halfway through, so actually just part of the way through. I just got 2 more games here to show you guys. These are actually some of the better pickups of the week, so I didn't want to make sure I left these out of the video. Now, this at one of the last Goodwills. First time I've been up there. They keep their games up in the corner at this Goodwill, so there are a lot more games there to choose from. It was also a nice part of town, so I don't know if that kind of went into it, but a lot more games to choose from. A lot of sports titles, a lot of just common games, but their prices were a lot better there. So I picked up one game. It's probably about retail on it, but I liked playing this game as a kid, so or when I was younger. Tomb Raider. The original one, it's complete and the disc is flawless. So I was excited to pick that one up. That was only $2. Haven't thrown it in yet, but definitely excited to bring back a little nostalgia on that one. Play the old Tomb Raider. Yeah, that was a good pickup. Like I said, paid probably what it was worth, but just happy to find it in the wild. Now, here's the big pickup of the week. A cool find. Something I never really played, but I've played other of this series. This is a Resident Evil Director's Cut. I saw this, and anything Resident Evil, I knew I'd pick it up. Wasn't sure how much it was really worth, but open it up, I was happy to see it's complete. So it actually comes with the Resident Evil Director's Cut game, and this is as well in great condition. One little kind of scratch on it, but it actually plays. I've thrown it in already, so that's good. With the booklet, and I guess the second disc was the Resident Evil 2 demo, and this is actually perfect. I don't even think anyone even threw this in ever. It looks perfect. The only bad thing about this thing is it's a little cracked up, but for $2, it was a great pickup. Great to find a game like this out in the wild, so I was real happy with that one. Well, I want to thank everyone for watching again this week. I'd like to put a video up every week, different place to get games, or where I've gone, or just kind of wherever I pick things up during the week. Thanks for watching the first video, and I actually have a pretty good one I think coming next week. I made a purchase online, and it'll be coming, and I really have to show off, especially if it works out as I think it will be. So thanks for watching, comment, subscribe, and see you next week.